Firefly in the room.
Hello houseplant friends and welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing repot with me while answering your questions. Actually guys, I'm really sorry in advance. This table is really shaky because it's from IKEA and it was like €5 maybe. It's dying and you know I'm still using it because why in the world not, right? Finally we're doing another Q&A video and this time you did not need to wait at least couple weeks or even a month until I answer your question. But before doing it, I have another fan mail. Woohoo! Fireworks! So here is a mail from Sally. Sally, here we go. And for those who are still asking for my PO address, I always leave it in my description box down below. So let's open it because I'm very curious. Actually, I got it from mail yesterday and I was waiting all day long to open this while filming. And here we go. Here we go, guys. What's funny that Sally said that when you will open it, you will laugh. So I'm really curious what's inside. Rocky, wait, wait. Okay, we are in. Ooh, it's beaded. Okay, are you ready, guys? Oh wow, that's so sweet. Are you ready? Look at that. Isn't that a rocky, guys? How sweet. I mean, this is a lot of rockies. This is so cute. Oh my gosh. You know how much heartwarming it is for me always get something German Shepherd related because of this cutie guy. I'm not sure if you can see it. And oh, yes you can. Yes you can. Look at this. Look at this nose. Look at those ears. Look at this. Ooh. He's just perfect. And whenever I get things with German Shepherds, I'm just freaking out. So thank you so much, Sally. I don't know why you said that I will laugh because this is so cute. I'm really artsy person and things like this always are speaking to my heart. Okay, so there is another reason to go thrifting because I need a frame for this bad boy. Am I right? And I need 2 more German Shepherds. I think first of all we'll work on the frame and then we'll work on German Shepherds. Okay, I'll put it aside. I don't want to ruin it, to get dirt on it. Thank you so much, Sally. This is so sweet. I'm so happy. Rocky, you like it? You don't care? Since we have this out of our way, let's get to the repotting. So as you can tell, I have a bunch of plants that I will repot today. Some of them are pretty small, some of them are pretty big. So it will be interesting. For now, I just put them on the table so you would see how many plants we need to repot. So this will be probably a pretty long video because I have a bunch of questions from all of you. So be prepared, I have questions from YouTube and from Instagram. So we'll go one by one and answer each of them. And we bought some plants because there will be a bunch, guys. So without further ado, let's start. So we'll repot some cactus, some sansevierias, some aeroids. So this should be really fun. Some propagation from a moss, as you can tell. These cuttings of Rephotophora tetrasperma and Hoya crinkle 8 was in this bowl for a couple months at least. And it was a long time ago when I needed to take them out and repot. So this will be interesting. Okay guys, so the first question is from Tiny House Arts Studio. I love this name. Okay. How did you came up with your channel's name? This is the question that was the most popular one, I think. So I will start from that one. So if you're new on my channel, you never heard the story, but I already, I think, told it a couple times. My channel's name is Firefly in the Room, and I get why it might be a little bit confusing. I mean, it's not just a simple name, you know, like Svetlana Yemelyanova channel, and there is a reason for that. Would it be easy for you to spell my name, Svetlana Yemelyanova? I don't think so. Oh no. Oh. I just breathed into the soil and a bunch of it flew into my eye. Okay, This is a great start. So my full name is Svetlana Sebastiana Yemelianova Vyacheslavovna, which is made out of 4 words, and this is not the great name for the channel, I think. You might wonder why in the world Firefly. Well, I wanted to have something pretty similar to my name, and my name is Svetlana, which in Russian, I'm Russian, which in Russian means light, something, you know, bright and something around light, right? So I was wondering what word will work with light, but at the same time with nature, because I want to have a channel about plants. So, you know, I wanted something related to nature, but at the same time related to myself, to my name Svetlana. And I thought, okay, what do we have in nature with light? And I did not want it to go to the moon or sun, right? And then I thought about fireflies, because I mean, I love bugs, I love nature, and these bugs are so beautiful and bright. And I thought this is like a perfect symbol for my channel. And why did I chose to say in the room? Well, most of my videos are filmed in the room, and I thought this will be pretty funny because, I mean, do you see fireflies very often in the room? I don't think so. So this was like, you know, a funny playing with words, but at the same time not really. I'm not sure if you get it, but I hope you did. I was thinking about the name for a long time, I think even for a couple months before I decided which one is working for me the best, so I hope you get what I want to say here. Right now I am repotting my philodendron scandens, but before continuing, let's talk about another question, because I have a lot of them here. Grisita's World asks, what are your favorite things that Rocky does? And if you don't know, Rocky is this baby that you can see the teeth. He's afraid of tickles. So my favorite thing probably is how he loves to sleep. Every single morning, every single day, he's just, you know, surprising us with the funniest poses, and he's just the yoga dog that makes me extremely happy and makes me laugh most of the time. So probably my favorite thing about him is his sleeping poses. But at the same time, I love so much about this dog, you know. This is actually my first, this is actually my first dog ever. I never had dogs before, so he is really special for me, and I think that we have a very special bond, because, you know, the first one always will be the most special one, in my opinion. I mean, don't come for me, because I don't know that yet, you know. I'm just thinking like that. So anyway, Nikki Chick is asking, if money was not an object, what is the top plant you would purchase? And hands down, probably a big old philodendron xanadu. And probably this is not what you would expect from me, right? But yes, that's probably what I would love to get, because they're pretty pricey, and I want that one that has already the woody stems and beautiful aerial roots. They look always so magical for me and always remind me of Indiana Jones, and, you know, those abandoned places in the jungle. So yes, probably philodendron xanadu, but the large one, you know, or Monstera deliciosa, also large one, the big leaf form, you know, but that it's already my size probably, or a huge cactus. I mean, you see a pattern here, right? I mean, I would probably just buy something massive. Okay. Next. Okay, God's Rabbit is asking, when are you coming to America? And a lot of you actually liked this question and even commented that yes, I also want to know, when are you coming to America? And guys, if I could, I would do it tomorrow, trust me. But I mean, America from me is really far away, like really far away, in another side of the world, in another side of the ocean. And it's expensive, guys. I mean, it's my dream country and I wish I could go there, but I don't have money for it, to be honest. I mean, let's all collect the money and let's make meet and greet. Then I'm in. Okay, another question is from Agape Plants, and she asks, or he asks, how many plants do you currently have? And for this question, I actually went on and counted all of my plants, So right now, believe me or not, I have 160 plants. Bam! I know how fun it might be to go plant shopping and just bring home more and more beautiful plants. But at the same time, I need to be smart about my space, and I actually am saving money for a house right now. So whenever I will get one, I'm not telling it will be soon, but whenever I do, I need to be smart about things, because it's already will be a huge struggle to get all of these plants to the new place. So okay guys, so I just finished my philodendron scandens repotting. Right now let's get to my beautiful new Miranda and let's answer another question. Lepotos asks, how difficult was to learn English? What motivated you? And I love your accent. Thank you. Okay, so actually I started to learn English in high school, and it was maybe from year 4 or 5th, to be honest. I don't even remember. But it was a very, very dry start. I wasn't, hurrying to learn this thing, because I thought, why in the world I would need that if I live in Lithuania? I just started to speak Lithuanian maybe 4 or 5 years ago, and right now, once again, I need to start learn English. It was crazy, guys, because all my life I spoke only Russian, and then I had to go to Lithuanian school, so it was already a struggle to learn, to understand what in the world are all of the people in that school talking about. That wasn't easy, trust me guys. And then we started to learn English, and I wasn't the best student, let me tell you, and it was really difficult to me in the high school. But then I started to live in the capital of Lithuania, in Vilnius. I started to go to a different school with different teachers, and that teacher was actually really inspiring. She was so cool. She taught me how to read books and how much it will help me to learn English if I will read books, if I will watch movies in English, if I will listen to music with subtitles. All of this stuff helped me so much more than just sitting in the schoolroom and listening to the teacher. So I owe her a lot. Look at this Miranda. Sorry for interrupting, but look at this, how gorgeous. Perfect. So it was difficult, guys, but you know what kicked me in the butt? When I finished my school, I needed, money to go to the college, and I was broke, as I always was. So I needed money. So me and my boyfriend decided to go to United Kingdom, where his parents lived at the time. They're still living there. And to collect money for the school while working for 1 year. So I took a break from learning, from studying, and went to England to live there. But I saved a bunch of money, but I was working in a factory that was, it was a really difficult work. I'm not going to lie. I felt horrible most of the time. And I actually had a big trauma at work, and my spine just couldn't keep up with myself, because I was working overtime and it was just crazy. So I had a big pain in my back, and I couldn't move, I couldn't stand up, I just couldn't go to the toilet at one point, guys. So I needed to pack my things and go back to Lithuania, and I spent all of the money that I collected to my studies for my healthcare, for the doctors, and that sucked. But that's where I learned most of the English, because my boyfriend's family are not the best, in English. They're still not the best in speaking English. And when I came there to live, most of the time I would be the one who needed to go with them to the doctors to tell what problem they have, to go to the banks, to go, to the councils. All of those, small talks that I needed to do and under a lot of pressure. I just came out from Lithuania and I started to live there, and couple days later I already needed to go to the bank, get my insurance number, get a card for myself, and I just needed to just do it, because nobody else would do it for me. So I started to talk with people, use my gestures, use my all of skills I had, And somehow month passed it, couple months passed it, and I just started to be better and better in it. If you guys are afraid of doing something new, you need just to push yourself, you know? Just push yourself, and that's what helped me the most. I actually did not told you what I'm using for soil. I'm using, as you can tell, the same soil mixture for all of my plants. So I have in here a cactus mix. Let's actually mix a new one. So I add cactus mix, then I add my last worm castings, my very last. Then I add some charcoal, just in case, because sometimes I tend to water my plants. Right? Then I add some orchid barks. And lastly, I don't know why I put everything that far away from myself. And the last one is a chunky perlite. It would be so much smarter to use a mask while doing this mix, but we're not doing that. Right now I will repot my Sansevieria moonshine because, guys, look at this plant. It's flipping huge. I'm not sure if it's fitting in the frame, but guys, just look at it. The pot for it looks pretty tiny, right? So I'll repot it in a bigger terracotta pot and hopefully it will give me even more growths, because this is actually one of my favorite snake plants. And one of you actually asked, wait 1 second. Also, Grisita's World asked, what snake plants do you like the most? So this one, hands down, one of my favorites. Maybe let's tell top 3, right? So this is number 1. My second one would be my Veil Vincent Sansevieria, and my third one would probably be Metallica, or that one, because it's huge. Probably. Okay, let's jump straight to another question. Green Thumb is asking, do you plan to film cooking videos? And I mean, guys, I would. If you would want to see some, let me know in the comment section down below if you would want to see more different videos on my channel, not only plant related. I mean, I already upload, thrifting, for example, and, my vlogs. So if you want to see even more, just let me know and I will do it. Okay. So this is a pretty small root system for such large Sansevieria, am I right? I mean, it turns out this Sansevieria likes to be really woodbound, probably. I mean, just look at those babies. Oh my lord. I mean, that probably will be too big. I'm still gonna do it. Still gonna do it. Charlotte Umali is asking, when is your wedding date? So yeah, so for those who don't know, I am engaged. And I'm engaged for half of the year right now already. And to be honest, we had so many different plans. And for now, we stopped talking about wedding since, obvious reasons. Right now, for example, my boyfriend's parents are living in UK, so for them it would be really difficult to come to Lithuania for a wedding. So that stops us, and at the same time, my boyfriend right now is unemployed because of the same favorite Rona, right? So it wouldn't be smart to plan something while we're not, really good with finances. And at the same time, we would love to get married in our own home, in our own house. So we're also thinking maybe first to buy a house and then make wedding, in our garden and DIY everything, from scratch. So this is a difficult question, guys, because we really stopped talking about it for now. Katrina Kronberger is asking, what do you do for a living, or what field are you employed in? And I am a transport manager, so I work in logistics and I work with China and Europe. I work with trains. So for example, if you are a logistic company and you have a shipment in China that needs, to reach Europe, it doesn't matter which which country. I am counting the prices for you and telling how much it will cost to, get, for example, one box of whatever you need to Europe, and I make it happen. So I have colleagues who are working with agents who, put all of the cargos in our trains and all of that boring stuff. For now, I'm good. But to be honest, my biggest dream is to be a YouTuber full-time, so I could, do what I love the most and, create content, film videos, edit videos, because that's what makes me the most happy, to be honest. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing, and let's chat in the comments. Comment what do you think about these plants I'm reporting, what do you think about the questions I'm answering. Let's chat, because I'm a chatty person and I need people to talk with. Okay, we have this Sansevieria all potted up. Just look at this. It looks so much better right now, isn't it? Bam! Let's jump into another plant and another question. Okay. I really wanted to answer this question, but your name is like, oh. Don't get me wrong, I love Polish people, but your names sometimes are crazy. So, Krzysztof, I know how to pronounce your first name, but the last one is like, oh my lord. Krzysztof Szewczyk. Szewczyk. This is so wrong. Krzysztof Szewczyk. I know this is not right, and I'm sorry, please don't get mad. So, Krzysztof is asking, when exactly did your obsession with houseplants start, and did anyone in your life inspire you? And this is actually a really good question, because yes, my love for plants started from the very early age. Like yesterday, I can remember when my grandma was still alive. She would, had tons of gardens, and tons of greenhouses, and I would be around plants 24/7 when I would spend time with her, because she had a big farm. She had, a bunch of plants, bunch of veggies gardens, and, just lots of everything. So my life was around plants, all of the time, since I came from a very small city. I'm actually not from the capital in Lithuania. I born in capital, in hospital in the capital, but all of my life almost I lived in a very small city called Švenčionėliai, and in that city I was always surrounded by the nature, and my mom was obsessed with cacti. So I think at one point we had maybe 50 cacti all around our windowsills, and that was one of my favorite things ever, because we would always go to grocery stores and look for new plants, because we lived in a small town and there was zero houseplant shops. And just like I said, I went to live to England, and we were living with my boyfriend's parents, and we were renting apartments, so we couldn't do any holes in the walls, and couldn't decorate it too much or repaint the walls. That was pretty yellow, and it wasn't the best. So what I decided to do, instead of looking for new paints for my walls or frames, I started to collect orchids, simple phalaenopsis orchids that would bring some green and would bring some pop of color since they were blooming. And that's how I started to get into plants again, because it was like roller coaster. I would love plants, but then I would be too busy for them, but then once again I loved plants. So most of my life I was related to plants somehow. Okay, so right now I will pot up in this pot this philodendron pedatum. So as you can tell, this should be perfect for this plant, since it's pretty tall and has long stems on the leaves. So I thought this will be a nice upgrade. And while repotting, let's answer another one, because why not? Shrada Shetty Deep, I'm so sorry, is asking, who is taking care of your office plants, and can you show how they look now? So to be honest, I don't know. One of my colleagues is, visiting office maybe twice a month or so, and whenever she comes to the office she always checks on my plants, and most of the time she says that they are always watered, they're always somehow treated. And even last week I shared that my boss actually duct taped the zizi that I have in the office because all of the leaves are going out of their mind, they're falling all over the place. So my boss put them all together, duct taped them. So I definitely need to go to my office and check on my plants, maybe do some reportings. I'm not sure because last time I was in office it was 4 months ago, maybe. I mean, it's been a long time. So this should be really nice for this one. Oh, okay. Okay, Miss Migla is asking, best plant hack or tip you would wanted to know sooner. And probably the best one would be leave your plants the heck alone. Because when I started to be really into plants, I would buy new ones and I would immediately repot them. I would immediately, water them with fertilizer. And, I would always try to make their life the best, from the very first moment. And that would be the biggest mistake because that's how I lost lots of blooms, lots of leaves on the plants. And that's really not smart because you need to acclimate your plants before doing anything for them. And that's what I learned right now. And I'm happy to share this because I know how tempting it can be, to get a plant and repot it immediately, give it new pot, shiny, brand new soil, everything, all the best for the plant. But I wouldn't recommend that. And if I would need to give a tip for myself, maybe a couple years ago, I would say that just chill out. Plants won't run away from you. Give them at least a week, to acclimate to your home, and then do whatever you need to do. So that's probably would be the best tip I could give to myself. Just leave them alone, okay? Jennifer Loves 876 asks, do you ever get overwhelmed by the amount of plants you have? I mean, it depends, There are days when I'm so happy to sit in my jungle, enjoy, all of this greenery while, outside is so gray and dark and gloomy, and plants always make me so happy. But since I started to get more and more of them, it was overwhelming at the beginning, especially when I had over 200 plants. And the most overwhelming is that I have a dog and I have a pretty small apartment, so it's really difficult to compare both of these things because I need to keep most of my plants a little bit higher from the ground since my German Shepherd has a huge tail and he likes to wiggle it. So whenever he's wiggling his tail, all of the time I'm just looking if all of the plants are safe because he tends to knock them off, to be honest, guys. There you go, another beautiful plant. I love this philodendron pedatum. It's actually right now is putting out a new leaf. So this is not the best time for it, to be repotted, but I think it should be okay. It should be okay, right? It should be okay. Just say yes, please. Jolita Vink is asking, jei vėl būtų zombio apokalipsė, kokius 3 augalus pasiimtum su savimi? It was in Lithuanian. In English that would be, if zombie apocalypse started once again, what 3 plants would you get? Would you take, with yourself? I already made this video, I think a year ago, and it was so much fun. I actually had a lot of fun, with sound effects. It was fun. But anyway, probably right now the ones that I would grab would be my variegated monstera that my sister got me, my philodendron subastatum because it's a big philodendron and it's a present from my friend, and oh my gosh, that would be so difficult. I don't know, guys. Cute. Alright. Helen's Insta is asking, do you make exchanges with subscribers, for example, plants or macrame? And I never tried, but we can if you want. I mean, let me know what kind of plants you would want from my collection and let's chat. Contact me on Instagram and let's talk about it. Okay, let's get those cuttings out. Oh my lord, this will be crazy. Okay, we are in. I actually made an experiment with this Raphidophora. So here are a couple cuttings. Oh wow, okay, that makes sense. So this cutting is really sad, but it's still alive, which is crazy. But as you can tell, one part of it is rotting and the root is just not doing anything. So I will cut this part off and put it in the water and we'll see how we will do with that. And then we have another dead one, which was just a stick that did not work. So we'll throw away that one. And we have, okay, another one, which is pretty sad looking as well. The root was not growing on it at all, but it wasn't rotting, which is a plus. So I'll try to put it in water to work. And another one. What is going on? All of them were in the same soil, guys. Another one with no growth on the root, but not dead. So I will put all these 3 branches in the water, so I have only a couple in here with a beautiful root system. So let me take out the moss and I will show you the root system, and then I will show you my water propagation with the same Raphidophora, and we will compare how, which one was looking better. It might take a while. Alright guys, I was working on these damn roots for at least 20 minutes and I just over it, guys. So let me show you two same Raphidophora cuttings that I made at the same day and put them at the same time, one in the sphagnum moss, another one in simple water container, and let's compare what is going on. So just like you saw, 3 of them were doing nothing and were looking really sad. So I will cut off those rotting parts, for example like this one, and I'll put it in the water. Since in water it looks amazing, just look at this beautiful root system. It's actually growing a new top right now as we speak, and these are the best lookings from the sphagnum moss. So as you can tell, it's a really big difference. I mean, I have no idea why cuttings are so different in sphagnum, because all of them were made at the same time, at the same hour, put at the same moss, and some of them were pretty, I mean, they did nothing, they just survived. And this one just was growing crazy root system, which is so awesome. I mean, this one is growing roots as well, but they're not as awesome as this one's. And this is how the root looks from water propagation. Just look at that, compare that. I think a winner for Raphidophora tetrasperma propagation is obvious, right? Yeah, so if you want to propagate your Raphidophora, I would highly recommend to use a water propagation, because it's so much cooler to see that awesome root, grow all around your glass container, and to see this beautiful top coming out. And spec is always fun as well, but for me, for some reason, propagation in water is always the coolest, Melnia Pirksti is asking have you tried banana peel water on your plants? And no, I didn't. I mean, is it worth the hype? Let me know, guys. Whoever tried it, let me know in the comment section down below. Is it worth it? Because I like bananas and I have some, extra peels. So it would be really curious for me to know is it working and is it worth it. So please share your beautiful experience with the world. Okay, so I think we are done with this Raphidophora. Just look at that, how cute, am I right? So last thing I will do, I'll put this in the water a little bit later after filming. I reported all of the plants I was planning on reporting today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comment section down below which plant was your favorite, what do you think about my pot, decisions and options, what do you think about my soil. Maybe you have any tips for me, they're always welcome. And since we are done with the plants, let's get to the language lesson, which all of you love and which I forgot on my previous video. Sorry. Let's learn how to say to repot a plant. So today I will teach you how to say to repot a plant in two languages, in Russian and in Lithuanian. And let's just jump straight into it, since I think it's a pretty long video. So, how to say to repot a plant in Lithuanian? You should say persodinti augalą. Once again, persodinti augalą. That's how you say to repot a plant in Lithuanian. If you want to say the same phrase but in Russian, you should say пересадить растение or пересажать растение. Easy. Is it easy? Okay guys, so this is it for today's video. I'm sorry if that was a little bit too chatty for you. Don't worry, next one won't be that chatty. Trust me, I have something else prepared for you. So stay tuned for that. Thank you for all of the new subscribers. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider that, because as you can tell, I have lots of plans. I love to share my experiences. I love to share my adventures. And I love to have you on my channel. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, to like, to comment. And I will see you very soon. Bye.